The following safety information will reinforce the safety practices you use to drive and work in extreme weather conditions. The primary point to emphasize as you drive through challenging weather conditions is to proceed slowly and cautiously. Lengthen your following distance so you have time and space to stop or maneuver your trucks. One of the most important and yet overlooked aspects of your pre-trip inspection is to familiarize yourself with the interior driving controls of the truck you're driving. Take a moment to locate the wiper control knob, light switches, defroster, and others. It's not safe to divert your eyes to do so when you're presented with a sudden onset of hazardous conditions. In other words, be prepared so you won't panic in case of an emergency. We all know and understand the importance of adequate tire tread depth and properly inflated tires, but this is especially true in hot and other adverse weather conditions. Bridges and overpasses freeze first, so always slow down and avoid sudden changes in speed or direction. Keep your interior and exterior windows clear. Keep your speed steady and slow, but not so slow that your truck gets stuck in deeper snow. The key is to keep a constant, safe momentum. Avoid rabbit starts and quick stops. Use your brakes cautiously. Abrupt braking can cause brake lockup and cause you to lose steering control. To make anti-lock brakes work correctly, apply constant, firm pressure to the pedal. During an emergency stop, push the brake pedal all the way to the floor, if necessary, even in wet or icy conditions. Professional truckers know about black ice, also known as glare ice or clear ice. This typically refers to a thin coating of glazed ice on a surface, often a roadway. While not truly black, it is transparent, allowing the usually black asphalt macadam roadway to be seen through it, hence the term. It is unusually slick compared to other forms of roadway ice. It is usually deposited by extremely cold rain droplets, mist, or fog. The process of freezing is slowed down due to latent heat given off in sublimation, allowing the rain droplets to flow and merge together on the surface, forming a film before freezing into clear ice. Nevertheless, because it contains relatively little entrapped air in the form of bubbles, black ice is transparent and thus very difficult to see as compared to snow, frozen slush, rime ice, or other typical forms of ice on roadways. In addition, it often has a matte appearance rather than the expected gloss, and often is interleaved with wet pavement, which is identical in appearance. For this reason, it is especially hazardous when driving or walking because it is both hard to see and extremely slick. Areas of the country which are prone to high wind conditions have typically installed warning signs. While scanning the surrounding area, stay vigilant to notice these signs. Unlike snow or fog, there are little or no visual clues as to the presence of high winds. We've all seen the warning signs of possible high winds in a certain area, but generally, if the winds aren't blowing, no one pays attention to the signs. Professional truckers pay attention to these signs because severe wind conditions can come up very rapidly. Slow down in windy areas. Roadways are actually slickest just after a light rain has begun to fall. Roadway oils combine with rain to yield a very slick surface. As rain continues, the oil gets washed off the road surface. Due to the frequency of rain, the average motorist does not slow down in rainy conditions. Therefore, as a professional driver, you must make allowances for the poor judgment of other motorists. Adjust your speed to conditions. Roads usually prove more slippery than they would seem. Double your following distance in rainy conditions, as the distance required to stop will increase dramatically. Be alert to conditions which can cause hydroplaning. The danger of hydroplaning increases at speeds in excess of 40 miles per hour. As rain collects on the road surface, the danger of hydroplaning increases exponentially. Old asphalt roads have the highest chance of hydroplaning. Turn on your lights. Use the defroster or air conditioner to keep windows and mirrors clear. As rainfall ends, you're presented with another challenge: road glare. Keep your windshield clean and run your defogger to keep a high level of visibility. In very hard rain, Watch for motorists who may stop in the middle of the road to wait out the rain. Sounds incredible, but it happens. In fog, stay in the right lane. Turn on your headlights, day or night, to low beam. Gradually reduce your speed, but never stop on the roadway. If you stop, you become a greater hazard than the conditions you're trying to avoid. Again, watch for motorists who have done just that, stopped in the middle of the road. If you can't see the road's edge, it's a good idea to exit the freeway. Wait until visibility improves before you continue. Avoid simply pulling onto the shoulder, as you become a sitting duck for other motorists. Many serious and/or fatal accidents occur each year when motorists strike vehicles parked on the shoulder. The instructions regarding driving in foggy conditions apply equally to dusty or smoky conditions. Much like in rainy conditions, many motorists fail to adjust their driving habits for the reduced visibility, which comes along with driving at night. When driving at night, make sure not to overdrive your headlights. You cannot maneuver around what you can't see. Watch your speed at night. While climbing steep roads or mountain areas that slow you down considerably, turn on your flashers. Smaller vehicles that are traveling at faster speeds may not see you soon enough to stop and may cause a rear-end collision. While you might not think of construction zones as hazardous driving conditions, driving through them presents countless hazards to you as well as construction workers. Narrowed lanes, traffic pattern diversions, and uneven pavements require you to pay even closer attention than what is normally demanded of a professional driver. You must be extremely aware of your surroundings. Other drivers entering the roadway and reacting to unexpected conditions can create an extreme hazard. It is a recommended practice to remove your foot from the accelerator and cover the brake pedal as you enter a construction zone. All states and provinces have enacted strict laws regarding speeding through construction zones. If you are convicted, you will face heavy fines and potential jail sentences. The possibility of encountering extreme driving conditions exists at all times when operating in mountainous areas. In these areas, you must use your extreme defensive driving skill set. You need to recognize that it will take longer to drive through mountainous areas. Therefore, it becomes doubly important to exercise patience for key hazards such as narrow roads, winding roads, reduced visibility, steep grades, weather conditions such as fog, snow, and ice, high winds, rock falls, and mudslides. Be aware of warning or informational signs mandating the use of tire chains. Alter your speed according to road conditions. While descending steep grades, use lower gears, jake brakes, and foot brakes to control your speed. If you lose control of your speed, do not be afraid to use the emergency runoff. They are designed to save your life. As professionals, use your experience, knowledge, and good judgment to find the best way to drive through adverse conditions. Experience helps in extreme weather conditions, but more importantly is the caution you use to get through the weather and arrive safely at your destination.